Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Savannah Chrisley reveals if she and Chase are back on good terms. Savannah Chrisley has revealed whether she and Chase Chrisley are back on good terms or not. This has been a question fans have been dying for the answer to. However, a lot or a little could have changed since the filming of the Chrisleys. Back to reality. Savannah and Chase were not on good terms during filming. Has that changed? Keep reading to find out more about this situation. Chase Chrisley was not the most helpful when Todd and Julie Chrisley were locked away. All of the siblings lost the same people, so you would think they would be there for each other more than anyone else. However, during the Chrisleys, back to reality, Savannah revealed that she and Chase are no longer close. The reason is that over the 2.5 years their parents were incarcerated, he did not help her at all. Savannah had to take on a lot, and some help from her older brother would have been greatly appreciated. However, he did not show up, and this took a major toll on their relationship. Savannah Chrisley has revealed whether she and Chase Chrisley are back on good terms or not. Sadly, it seems like the two have not mended their relationship, and it could be worse than before. I haven't spoken to Chase in. I can't tell you when. I feel that I had so much pressure on me. I think it was just being in the circumstances that I was in and had all these people in close proximity, but I never felt so alone. While the two are not close and do not speak much at all, Savannah would not say that they are estranged. In the end, that is her brother, and she loves him dearly. Fans hope that they can work their issues out. Todd even revealed that he hates when his children fight, especially as adults. It seems as though Savannah and Chase are not good still. They have not spoken in so long that she cannot remember the last time. This makes fans sad, as they are siblings after all. However, a lot of people understand why she would be upset and mad at Chase. She had to do a lot on her own, and he was not there to help her despite being her older brother. Grayson seemed to feel the same way on the show. What do you think about this situation? Are you shocked they still don't speak? Sound off in the comments below. We would love to hear your thoughts on this situation. Family feuds have always been part of reality television, but for Savannah Chrisley and her brother Chase, the drama has recently spilled beyond the cameras. Known for their sharp wit, playful banter, and occasional sibling meltdowns on Chrisley Knows Best, the two have shared a relationship that's both enviable and combustible. Yet following a string of emotional family challenges, including their parents Todd and Julie's highly publicized legal troubles, fans wondered if the once inseparable siblings had reached a breaking point. Now Savannah is finally setting the record straight about where things stand between her and Chase, and her words might surprise you. A rift in the family. When the Chrisleys first appeared on reality TV, Savannah and Chase were celebrated as the charming, picture-perfect siblings. They teased each other relentlessly, but always circled back to love. However, the last few years haven't been easy. Todd and Julie's prison sentences left Savannah in the unexpected role of caretaker for her younger brother Grayson and niece Chloe, while Chase's attention turned toward building his own life, love, and business ventures. Somewhere along the way, the natural tension of responsibility, grief, and differing priorities created a wedge. Fans noticed it. The fewer Instagram posts together, the less laughter on podcasts, and even subtle remarks that hinted at hurt feelings. Savannah, who prides herself on speaking her truth, admitted in past interviews that the relationship had grown complicated. Chase, never one to hold back, suggested that Savannah's control-freak tendencies sometimes made it hard for them to stay on the same page. On her Unlocked with Savannah Chrisley podcast, she recently tackled the elephant in the room. With her signature blend of humor and heartfelt honesty, she admitted. People keep asking me if Chase and I are good again, and honestly, we've had our moments. I won't lie and say it's been all sunshine. But we're siblings. You fight, you cry, you laugh, and somehow you still come back to each other. She described how the stress of taking over responsibilities at home sometimes caused her to lash out at Chase, who she felt didn't always understand the weight she was carrying. But she also confessed that Chase has been quietly stepping up in ways that surprised her. He's not always loud about it, but he's there. He checks in on Grayson, he spends time with Chloe, and he's been a rock for me when I needed it the most. From silence to reconnection. Savannah revealed that there were weeks when she and Chase barely spoke, a silence that felt like losing a best friend. Yet she also shared a turning point, a simple Sunday dinner at home. Chase just showed up with pizza one night. No agenda, no drama. We sat down with Grayson and Chloe, and for the first time in a long time, we laughed until our stomachs hurt. That's when I realized, no matter how far apart we drift, we'll always find our way back. The siblings have been slowly rebuilding, not by ignoring their differences, but by acknowledging them. Chase has made it clear that he doesn't always agree with Savannah's decisions, especially when it comes to how much responsibility she puts on herself. Savannah, in turn, admitted she needs to allow Chase more space to be himself, rather than expecting him to do things her way. A bond too strong to break. For Savannah, forgiveness and patience have been key. She explained that their bond was never truly broken, just strained under extraordinary circumstances. You don't just stop loving your brother. Even when you're mad, even when you think you can't stand him, deep down, you still want him in your corner. Chase, ever the joker, has also leaned into humor as a way of healing the rift. He's been teasing Savannah on social media again, dropping sarcastic comments under her posts, and appearing on her podcast with his trademark dry wit. To fans, these playful exchanges are a comforting sign that the old Chase and Savannah dynamic is returning. Life after heartache. Part of their healing also comes from recognizing the pain they've both endured. With Todd and Julie away, Savannah often feels like she has to be the adult in the room. Chase, meanwhile, carries his own grief and the pressure of living up to his father's expectations. We're both hurting, Savannah admitted. We just show it differently. I bury myself in work and responsibility, while Chase sometimes distracts himself with humor or other things. But at the end of the day, it's the same pain. Acknowledging that truth has brought them closer. Instead of expecting each other to grieve in the same way, they've begun to support each other's differences. Savannah laughed as she described Chase making her watch a comedy movie on a night she wanted to sulk in silence. I was so annoyed at first, but by the end, I was actually smiling. That's Chase's gift. He knows how to lighten the darkest room. Back on good terms. So are Savannah and Chase truly back on good terms? According to Savannah, yes, but with a twist. Good terms doesn't mean perfect, she clarified. It means we're talking, we're laughing, we're showing up for each other again. We still fight, that's never going to change. But the love is stronger than the anger, and that's what matters. She emphasized that their sibling relationship isn't about being flawless, but about resilience. People look at us and expect perfection because of the cameras, but real life is messy. Chase and I aren't afraid to admit we mess up, but we also aren't afraid to fight for our bond. That's what makes us real. Looking forward. As the Chrisley siblings continue navigating their new reality, Savannah expressed hope that fans will see more of their unity in the future. I think people are going to be surprised by how close we really are now. The tough times made us stronger. Chase drives me crazy, but I wouldn't want to do life without him. Chase echoed this sentiment in his own way during a recent appearance. Savannah's bossy, but she's also got the biggest heart. We're always gonna have each other's backs, no matter what. Conclusion. The Chrisleys may be living through one of the hardest chapters of their lives, but if Savannah's latest revelations are any indication, the sibling bond between her and Chase is far from broken. It's evolving, from playful TV banter to the kind of raw, unfiltered connection that only siblings can understand.